thank you so much for clicking on this video. I just filmed probably about half of this video and then I got a phone call and I decided to end the video, and then I didn't even feel like going and rewatching it to see, or going to watch it at all to see where I left off. So I'm just restarting, so here we are. So I'm gonna make this intro quick. This video is just gonna be about my personal pros and cons of living in Hawaii. I can't really say of the whole Hawaii. This is just the island I lived on. I've been to Maui and I've been to Honolulu, but I lived on an island called Kauai. It's super small and it's known as it's like the pretty island, like the garden island. I think that's what they call it. I honestly can't even remember right now, so I'm an idiot. I'm gonna start off by saying, I'm gonna say like a pro and a con. So the first pro is that Hawaii, which, I mean, when you think of Hawaii, this is probably what you think of. Hawaii is so beautiful. It has beautiful trees. They have tall ass trees. They have palm trees. They got an ocean. I mean, they have everything. I love Hawaii. It's so pretty. I love the island I lived on had this tree tunnel, so it was, I'll probably insert a picture right now if I have one, and it's just so pretty. It was just a long ass tunnel that had trees all surrounding. It was beautiful, and that was one of my favorite parts living on that island. So just the scenery is just amazing. So that's my first pro. And a con that I have to say is that when you're on an island, you cannot leave, really. Like, it's not easy. You can't just decide one afternoon that you want to go for a road trip. You can't do that because you're on an island and the closest people or the closest other human life forms near you are on the other islands next to you. You just you're really far away from the mainland, which is the United States. So you can't just hop on a bus or a plane or an Uber and get there, because it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So that was a con for me personally, because I don't like being stuck in one spot. Oh, I forgot to say, I only lived here for 6 months. I was not born and raised there. I'm from Washington State, so I'm just giving you my opinion. I also now live in Texas, if you're curious, and I haven't lived in Hawaii for the past 6 months, I think I've been gone. So I've already lived here the same amount of time I've lived there. So I'm not a pro, I'm just giving you a little bit of what it would be like if you moved there. So, yes, okay. Moving on. The next pro is the food. Okay, I love pineapples and coconut now. Never really knew it until I lived there because it is so fresh. Okay, if you like pineapple now, you will love it in Hawaii. It just tastes, it's just better. So if you go to Hawaii, make sure you try that. They also have farmers markets there. You can get just the fresh coconut with them cutting it right then and there. It's just amazing, really. Just all the things, it's amazing. So the food is great. Another con is, this is kind of a con and a pro, but it depends on the type of person you personally are. So if you're more of like, if you're more of the type of person that likes to stay indoors, be on the internet, you know, I love to read and I like being on the internet, but I also like going outside. But if you don't like the sun, because there's some people, my grandma hated the sun, so if you don't like the sun, Hawaii is not the place for you, because if you don't want to go do stuff outside, there's not a lot of other options for you to do. So you just kind of have to stay inside, which is not that fun. So there's not a lot of things you can do that doesn't have to do with being outside. Do you get what I'm saying? But on the opposite of that, here's a pro. If you are a very outdoorsy person, this is probably the best place for you. So, sorry if I look weird when I go up like this, because this is how tall I actually am, but I'm squatting so I can fit, because I couldn't get my tripod to work. It's broke. So, yeah. So, about how, just if you don't do anything, like but for a pro, there's so much to do. You can go hiking, you can go just in the ocean, snorkeling, you can go on these tour things, you can go whitewater rafting. I mean, you can do so much. You can go tan, you can go read outside, sit in the sun, go for a walk. I mean, there's a lot you can do. I'm gonna throw another pro in here because it just came up really quick. I didn't write anything down because I never do, which I should, but I just kind of go with it. Or another pro is the weather. Kind of. The island I lived on, I would say that it was kind of 50-50. Sometimes I really liked the weather, other times it wasn't. I lived on a very rainy island. It was known for rain, so it rained a lot. And I love rain, but it got to the point where you just, too much, you know. I don't want that much rain in my life. But it is very nice there. It always is super it's always super nice, warm, you know, humid, which I love humidity, so to me that's a huge pro. I have these white spots on my body that are on my back. I don't know if you can see them really with this. Yes, you can actually. I have them all over. They get on my face. They get on just everywhere. I hate them, but in the humidity, for some reason it helps there, so that's a great thing. I love the weather there. I just wish it was a little hotter. Really, on the island I lived on, it never got that hot. It rarely got that hot. It was always like 70 something, maybe 80 something. But it's nice if you don't want too hot, and it's nice if you don't want to live in a freezing ass place, and it doesn't snow, obviously. So that is amazing. Well, I love the snow, but I hate living in it and driving in it. So it was just really, really nice. This is my personal opinion. I'm sure not everyone will agree, so please don't hate me for this. I'm just gonna tell you my experience real quick. There might be a little mini story in this, because for me this is a big con, and one of the main things I did not like about living here was because I don't know if it's because I wasn't born and raised there or whatever, but I just was not treated the best there by random people, by a lot of random people. You can ask my mom. People just, unless they really know you, they're just not very nice. I don't know why. It's so much different compared to here in Texas. Everyone is so nice. But there, let me just tell you a little example. One time I was walking, because everything is really close also, which is another pro. I'll say that in a second. But everything was super close. So I was walking from the house to Starbucks, and I had to cross the road. Not even the road. It was already in a parking lot. I was in the parking lot walking from one end of the sidewalk to the other, because you know, it's a parking lot, okay, whatever. So I start doing this, and as I'm crossing, I'm not even in the middle, a car is turning out of the road and into this area to get into the parking lot, and just slams on their gas, and I swear to God they were so close to hitting me, because I don't know why, but they were so close. I had to run. I literally ran because I got scared, because they went so fast and I was not even in the middle of the road yet, and they were gonna be right where I was. And I remember being so mad. I'm not good with stuff like that, but I wasn't in a car, but part of me wanted to follow them, because that's how mad I get in those type of situations, because that's just rude. And there was a lot of things that people just weren't as nice there, but that could be just the island I was on, but I do know that a lot of people say people aren't as nice. That's just my opinion. Don't take that too literally, because maybe what you're used to, like if you're from New York, you're probably like whatever, but I'm not. So it was really different. And I try to always be super nice, so it's just weird when other people are not super nice. So that was a huge con living there, because I'm not good with confronting people, and I'm not good with standing up for myself when I should. So not a good place for me to live. Another pro, like I said, is that everything is so close usually. The island I lived on, you could go pretty much the whole island in like an hour. Not literally an hour, but pretty much. Like the places that had stuff to do, it's really easy getting there. And so that was really, really nice. I liked that because, like I said, I could just walk. There was a Costco. I could just walk to the food court and get food, which I miss so much. I loved doing that. It was so easy. I can't do that now. There's not even a Costco here, so I'm sad. But that was a huge pro, because you can just walk. But there was also no mall. Not really a mall. That was kind of shitty. But that was the island I lived on. This is not every island. Like Honolulu has a lot of malls. You'll be good. Probably harder to get there and a lot of traffic. But another con is like I just said, okay, the traffic on the island I lived on, but I do know that a lot of the islands are like this. The traffic can get really not good, especially on this island, because there really was only one main road that you could take to get from the different parts of the island. So if there is an accident, you best believe you're gonna be there for a long time, because you got no other way to get home. There's no back roads, no other option for you to get home. So this is what you're gonna have to deal with. You know, that is something I'm not good at. I don't like waiting in traffic. I hate traffic. Thankfully, it's not something I had to deal with very often at all, because I didn't go to the other ends of the island, but I know my mom did, and I know she still does, because she still lives there. Okay, here's another pro. This one, honestly, is just totally my personal feelings. I don't even know. This could probably be wherever you live, that you can feel this way if you live in a place that makes you happy. I always just felt like my best self there. My skin always felt the best. Everything felt the best. When I first moved there, I remember just huge changes to my face. I didn't wear any makeup really anymore. Like right now, I'm not wearing any foundation. I just have my eyebrows done and mascara on. But back then, I would always get little pimples right here. I still get them sometimes right here and up here, which I still do, and just on my nose. When I moved, I was amazed. all of my pimples pretty much just vanished in a couple days. My face felt better. The humidity is so good for you. Oh my gosh. So personally, that was just my happy place. I felt better. I liked looking in the mirror. I was like, hell yeah, you look good. I got thinner. It was just amazing. I don't know. I really don't know. There was something about that place. I was the thinnest I ever was. I mean, it's not important really, but it was just weird. I don't know. Sorry, I need some chapstick. But yeah, so that was another pro for me. Okay, I'm gonna only do a couple more. I'm sure I could do a lot if I really think about it, but I'm just gonna do a little con because this is something that I've noticed. This wouldn't be a huge deal if you had, like, you knew what you were doing when you were moving, but if you didn't and you just wanted to move, this is something you should really think about, okay? So, the pay there is not the best. I don't even know. I mean, I think it's like $10 an hour or something, but it's just, for how expensive Hawaii is, it's not good. Okay, Hawaii is expensive as fuck. If you look up apartments there, ridiculous. At least over $2,500, at least. Almost always. If you want a dog, it's gonna be way more than that. Otherwise, those are all don't allow dogs. It's crazy. And that's a lot of money. $2,500 a month? Are you kidding me? No thank you. Can't do that. So, very expensive, especially with the amount of money you're gonna be earning if you get a normal job. But on the contrary to that, you can get a lot of jobs there. They're always hiring. It's just that it's usually minimum wage jobs. So you need a lot of jobs to really be able to support yourself and live and eat and just do shit because everything is so expensive. You know what I'm saying? So that is a huge deal breaker for me. That is one of the reasons I did not want to stay there. My mom still lives there, but I lived with her, so thankfully I didn't have to pay rent, but everything was so expensive. It always stressed me out, even buying food. Those are my pros and cons for living in Hawaii on the island Kauai, so just remember that. But really, Hawaii is a beautiful place, and I do think that if you have the means to do it, you are the type of person that actually would want to do it, do it. But if you don't and you even have a little bit of doubt, I would not do it. I think it's a great place to visit. I do think it gets old very quickly, unless you can afford to just go to new places, go to other islands. It's just, there's not a lot to do, and you can't just pack your shit in a second and then leave and go on a road trip, which sucks. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much everyone for watching this video. If you would like to hear more videos by me, please hit the subscribe button. And if you have any requests at all, I don't even care what they are, please leave, well I do, but if they're normal, please leave them down below because I will try to do them if I can. Please check out my other videos if you're interested in anything that has to do with working related. A lot of my videos are about why I quit certain places and they're quite interesting. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much everyone. Please give this a thumbs up. Please give this a thumbs up. Follow my social medias if you would like, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and bye guys.